Welcome to my page, Grandma's Grip. I have created this page just to amuse people, especially the children, just for fun. Being in lockdown situation, I was thinking that what could I do something special to reach my children. I'm missing them a lot, my honey bunnies, my sweethearts. And uh, then I thought that I have a very good charisma of reading stories, and and I have experienced that children love to listen to my stories. So then I thought that I could open a page and I could read some stories either from the books of various authors or of my own and reach the students. And, you know, reading actually is a kind of skill that will never let a person uh, being alone. And another thing, if you could have the habit of visualization, of imagination while you are reading the stories or while you are listening to some stories, uh, it's the time is spent really very well. And this habit developed in me from my parents, because when I was young they used to tell me that when you are reading books, try to be into the story. Try to think that you are one of the characters of the story. Try to be in the situation. Try to uh, realize, try to feel the situation with your heart. Read the book with your heart. And reading was always very interesting to me. And later, when I became a teacher, when I have chosen my profession of teaching, I applied this technique to my students, and I felt that they also enjoy this technique very much. They enjoyed my reading classes, as whenever I used to read to them or I encourage them to read independently also sometimes. And I told them that whenever you read any stories or whenever you listen to any stories, try to visualize it, try to be in the scenario, and try to be in the plot, that you are like a movie. Try to think that a movie is taking place in front of you, and tell me how you feel after I finish my reading or after you finish your reading. And they all reported to me that, oh ma'am, it's really fantastic. It's so interesting. And so the same technique I applied to another school where children were not much habituated of mental work or imagination, such kind of things. And I was reading a story about a rabbit, that once upon a time there was a rabbit. It was hopping around the woods, and I stopped and I asked them, have you seen the rabbit in front of you or at the back of your head? Oh, the children, they shouted, yes ma'am, we have seen the rabbit. And I have seen a black rabbit. It's hopping around like that. I really enjoyed the moment. It was so much fun. And so, and I think that if a person can imagine, the person learns to dream. And if a person can dream, the person can lead a happy life. The inner happiness, the inner joy, it just gushes out. And I think that I am leading a very happy life. Uh, and I wish that I could spread that happiness and joy around the world through my reading charisma. So we hope we all together make this mission successful.